All right, welcome back, everybody. Look what I got. I told you it was going to come. I thought it was going to come yesterday, but it came today. This morning. So, this is my first inline ice fishing I've ever purchased. So, and inline is a lot like a fly fishing reel. Um, that's it. See? This is the release right here, the release trigger. So, that is an inline ice fish one. This is the ICX Carbon. Some of the details. Let's see if we can get a focus on that. Come on, hocus pocus, focus. Well, I'll read it to you. It's got 8+1 bearings, which is really different for an ice fishing reel. 3.2 gear ratio, which is about as fast as it comes in ice fishing. It brings in 21 inches per rotation, 11-pound drag. It's 5.8 ounces. It's aluminum and carbon fiber, so that's what it's made out of. And mono capacity, 4 pounds, which is what I'm going to put on it, of 120 yards, more than enough, because you're only going down 20 feet. So let's look at this. Hey, Matt. So this is it, and this is going to go on this 13 fishing tickle stick. Is what it's going to go on. Let's see. Let's put it on it. I'm going to go ice fishing tomorrow. Hopefully the lakes. I think I'll be in a safe spot. I'll be real safe. Don't worry, guys. So we just stick that on this little 17 inch, or I think it's 17 inch, and then this way, when I do it, this right here, this I'm going to pull in order to drop my bait, just like that, and then reel it up. So really, it's a beautiful reel. Look at that. Really is a beautiful. You can get it in aluminum too. I mean, I like red and black. Just looks sportier. And then this little dial here will release loosen up the magnet, so it'll fall faster or slower. Now, mind you, when I use this, the baits I'm using are like 1/32 of an ounce. They're really, really tiny. Look at this. I mean, some I painted that glow in the dark here. So that is how big the bait is. He's tiny little baits. And that goes down. Now, interesting about this tickle stick is it's called. It's round, but then they flatten it. And so at the tip, it's actually flat. So you can see it go wide there. I turn it. See, that's weird, but that gives it more sensitivity, supposedly. Has good reviews, so we'll see. But yeah, this is you pull the trigger and it releases the spool. So, but yeah, left hand for the drop, right hand for the retrieve. That's the way I like it. Now, a lot of guys like it the other way around, but me, I like doing it this way. So we're going to put, I love Berkeley line. So we're going to put Berkeley Fluoro Shield on it, 4 pound on it. And do that. Yeah, I've never owned one of these reels. It's such a funny looking reel. Let's see, free spool trigger. Star drag. Yeah, it's got a right on this. It's got a star drag. So basically, you really want the fish to take your drag. I mean, you're dealing with 4 pound test. The last thing you want to do is tighten that drag to 8 pounds and snap your line. So you really want to loosen that drag so they can take it. Otherwise, you lose bait and fish all day long. So we got maximum magnet adjustment will increase reel handle resistance. So you can actually remove these magnets that are in it, which is really cool, to adjust the drop speed. Let's take this spool off. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Come on. Okay, get that off. So here you've got 7 magnets. They're all lettered N, S, N, S, N, S, N. Right inside there. Now, what you could do is just take a paper clip. A paper clip up here. That'll probably work. And you pull them out. You can just pull them right out. And that'll adjust your brakes. Now, need a paper clip. Paper clips are much more, what do you call it? Here's one. Much more precise. So when you get these magnets, put them back in there. I'm wondering if I need all 7. Well, in fact, I'm sure I don't need all 7. So they're really strong magnets. Once they're together, man. So I'm going to put that there. And grab this. I'm going to take this. They alternate N, S, N, so easy to figure out where this goes. Likes to connect onto the other magnet. Come on, there we go. So that one's in. Again, the I'm wondering, in what order you remove them. That's probably a key. What is this? This is an S. So this goes next to the N. There. And I'm sure they have a slight different polarity to them. So let's put this on my little paper clip. And we'll stick that back in there. And they're back in there. Voila. So that is how you do that. Now, be interesting, basically the instruction manuals for reels are really simple. I mean, they do a nomenclature, sort of all the different parts of the reel, and brief analysis. So I need to figure out, okay, because there are 7 magnets. It's just too many for me, I think. I'm going to remove some, but I want to make sure I do it right. I got to watch a video, don't I? Yeah, I need to watch a video. And so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put my line on here too. So And it's a 3.2 to 1 gear ratio. You can see right there. Well, you can't because it's out of focus, but so it's really, I mean, it's got an EVA foam handles to them, which will keep them ice free. And it's real smooth. Real smooth. I wonder if it's got a clicking. If it'll click if once it's, you know. I'm going to put the spool back on. And what I'm going to do, no, it doesn't click. I wondered if it clicked. So you can see how, you know, it's freewheeling. I thought I heard it click. No, it doesn't click. Yeah. All right, good. But you want it to be freewheeling just like that. You know, when that bait drops, maybe I don't have to remove all the magnets. This right here, this adjusts my magnet tension. So if I just turn that all the way out, my magnets are backed off of the reel really nice. Hey, Sister Weenie. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget thumbs up. But you can see how freewheeling this is. And if I tighten that, it's still pretty free. That's tightened. This is loosened. A little bit different. But that's my new ice fishing rod. So I've been out in the garage putting the boat up and then bringing down all the ice fishing gear, my sled and stuff like that today. So, but we're going to put line on this. There we go. Take the spool out. And then get my chintzy little lines, you know, feeder thingy, jobber thingy. We're going to spool it. And it says we can put 120 yards on it, which is fine. We put this. You know, this thing is just such a little tiny rod, you know, so we're not even going to put it on there, actually. So, all right, spinning reel is right here. That's casting reel. So, I'm going to take this rubber band off of this, and we'll put it on this fluoro. 4-pound fluorocarbon. And this stuff you can't even see. It always makes it fun to it's so little. It's so little. Okay. Let's put that through there. The hardest time seeing this line. It's so tiny. So tiny. So we're going to adjust the tension. Which we do. Good. And put that in there. Okay, so this actually does not spool like a spinning reel. It spools like a casting reel. So I'm going to use this on the casting side. Yeah, good. And then we're going to take this itty bitty line, put it through an eye, a guide. God, there's so little. I'm blind. Okay. We got to put it through. Which part of that do we put it through? Seems like I put it through the bottom. I got to look at something. All right, let me look. Piscifun. Let's look. All right, so there it is. It's actually up on top on that one. So let me look at my other ice, the one I bought. Let's make sure you do it right. Looking online. I have never done one of these reels before. It's up on top. All right, so it's up on the top hole. That's interesting. Okay, so we're going to do that. I wouldn't have guessed that, by the way. So hate to have it all done and then find out it's not working right because you messed up. All right, so we got that through the top hole. Man, it's near invisible line. I was like going through the holes on the reel, so it's like that. Then I make my knot. And this way it can't slip, it can't come off. See, you really can't see this line. I mean, it's just like invisible to the naked eye. It had something black behind it, so you can see it. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, so there's that. And get my snips out. Make sure I cut the tag in and not the other end. Very important. There we go. Now we put this back in my spool, or my reel. There we go. Tighten my spool back on. There it goes. All right, good. So now we are pretty well set. All right, so now we got to get this. And I'm not seeing you guys here. Hey, Cosa. Hey. Oh, that's old rock and roll. That's Elvis Presley. Those are the originals, man. Those are collector 45s. All right, so there we go. We are going to do that. It's really hard to do a ice fishing rod. Maybe I should have put this reel on a bigger rod just to spool it. But what can you do? All right, let me think, Mike. There's got to be a way to do that. Yeah, those are really good records. There's some fantastic 45s back there. Oh, I got it. I know what to do. Got it between my feet. Kind of. Yeah, it's not going to work. Let me think. We have to loosen this a little bit. It's a little tight. There we go. And there we go. There we go. We got it. I think I got it. Kind of. Such a flimsy, these are just flimsy rods. So I'll be out fishing on Lake of the Woods tomorrow. Hey, Random. I love eggnog. I shot a Kahlua in it, and I'm a happy man. Kahlua and eggnog are my favorite drink ever. I love Kahlua and eggnog. Okay. Sort of rest it like that. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I got it. We're working. There we go. Getting it on. Getting it on. Get it on. Oh, it has. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful week here. Gives that lake time to catch up and refreeze. So Aspen Cove, which is the northern part of the lake, is frozen. So that's where I'm going to be fishing. That's usually my favorite spot to fish anyway. So I'm fine. We got open water still, but it's interesting. This doesn't have one of those guys, but it's going on really, really well. Nice and even. Looking good. I think that's more than enough to go ice fishing. Well, a little bit more just for doing it. Half mile. That's to Aspen. That's actually to Aspen Cove. It's a half mile difference. But I won't be fishing Aspen Cove tomorrow. I'll be fishing that bay area there that Aspen has, and the cut this. There we go. You can't even see this stuff. It's like hair thickness, you know. That's why you don't set your drag to 8 pounds. I mean, got an 8 pound drag, but you're never going to use 8 pounds of drag because your line's only 4 or 2. I mean, a lot of the guys do use 2 pounds, but I don't see a need for 2 pounds. But you know, I'm not against it. I don't think I could see I don't think I could tie a knot though if I had 2 pound test. Uh-oh. What did I do? Look what I did. Grabbed it. So stuff's, I mean, it's invisible. It's invisible. But I got it. I think. Now, I do like to use snap swivels. How far is it from the marina by the Lake of the Woods? Yeah, it's a half mile. Half mile. I do like using snap swivels. So I'm going to tie a snap swivel onto this right now. Once I find one. Got my tackle boxes back here. Need a really tiny. And I do have some really tiny ones. I don't remember which box I put it in, that's all. Then I gotta make an ice fishing box for tomorrow. Terminal tackle. Where are you? There it is. Oh. A little big, but it's not big. Just a little big. Yeah, you know what? Just dawned on me. These guys right here, the wire's too big to go through these little itty bitty jigs. Pretty sure. So I'm going to pre-tie on a jig and do that. So let me see. We need a trout bucket or a trout bag. Trout. Now I got a tiny one in here. Meltage going on there. Oh, there. See that little guy? I know it. It's 1/80th of an ounce. That's what that one is. 1/80th of an ounce. But let me tell you something about the 1/80th of an ounce. But it'll catch a fish before it hits bottom. It just does. So we're going to put that on because I'm telling you, last year I tried it, and it sank so slowly that when it hit bottom, it never had a chance to hit bottom because it just caught a fish every time. There we go. Really hard to see this hole in this string. I mean, it's 1/80th of an ounce. Now, after I put a plastic on it, it's not 1/80th of an ounce anymore. It's about double its weight. I had it through the hole and then it popped out again. It's so little. Hey, still in you? I got my new reel on my new rod, and we're going to go fishing tomorrow on a frozen lake. At least I hope so. I think it's safe, but you never know until you step on it, on the lake and figure it out. So, and, when I go out there, I'm punching, in front of me, drilling. I drill a lot of holes to get out to my spot, just to measure the thickness of the ice. So, very important. And I won't take any chances. Don't worry. Not any big chances anyway. Okay. Nice knot on there. It's an improved cinch knot. Normally I would use a Palomar knot, but this line is just so small. Improved cinch knots do a little bit better on it. Okay. Well, there's that, believe it or not, is the bait. Willie's the jig. So now, let's check something out. Those are pretty big. And like I said, I need to put together a tackle box today for ice fishing. I love mule jigs. It makes really soft plastic jigs. Really soft. There we go. I got a couple packages of mule. So that's these are mules. So so we're going to put on a horsefly, a white one. They're kind of hard to put on, but they never come off. You catch a lot of fish with one of these things. It's really nice. Those 45s are all 50s and early 60s. So there's Righteous Brothers up there. There's Elvis Presley. Let me see what else. We got a whole bunch of them. Let's see. We got Everly Brothers, Bobby Rydell, Beach Boys, more Everly Brothers, Marvin Gaye, Herman's Hermits, Elvis Presley, Diana Ross and the Supreme, just a whole bunch. Joe Cocker. I got a lot. There's a bunch of them. Only the good ones. Only the good music. Back in the day when they could make music, Back in the day. Man, those were the best days of music. All right, so we got that. Pull that up over the keeper. And there you go, guys. That little guy's going to catch fish like crazy tomorrow on my brand new rod and reel. And that is my brand new rod and reel. Nifty, 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 nifty. So, release and pull. Very cool. Very cool. That is about as pretty as it gets. Isn't it? That's pretty. And you got to release that baby all the way. Something that light. No magnets. I didn't want it. So, really, that is a beautiful rod and reel. Beautiful rod and reel. So we put 4-pound Berkeley fluoro shield on it. And I'm going to, for the first time, try a 13 fishing tickle stick. What's a tickle stick? And you hold it, like a pin. When you fish, you hold it like a pin. And then you can release it, reel it, release it, reel, So it's really, really, really nice. I have a shelter by Piscifun. See, my jacket here is Piscifun. This is the inner jacket to the other one. I wear it down here because this is the basement, and it's, got a lot of snow outside right now. So it's cold down here. I do have a little heater, but it's a little heater. But very cool. Very cool. Really cool, actually. In fact, it's not even a little cool. This is super cool. This actually makes me look like I'm not terrible at fishing. So, oh man, that is going to rock tomorrow, man. I need to get some worms. That's what I need. I need to buy worms. I need worms too. On my other rod, we'll have another rod, and we'll be working worms too. But that's it, man. So tomorrow, tune in. Tomorrow's live feed is going to be out on the lake. Hopefully me not in the water, but on it. And I did buy spikes so I could pull myself out of a frozen lake if indeed I do fall through the ice. And I have my watch, which allows for a beacon, and my Piscifun jacket and bibs. Now, mind you, I'm a very cautious person when it comes to new ice. I do have a spear that basically I'm just pounding, cutting, testing, going a little farther, about 10 feet, doing it again and again. So I'll go out to about, 80 feet off the shore. That's about 8 holes. Unless I'm seeing 12 inches, which I'm not going to tomorrow. I'll probably see 6 inches of ice. And that makes me feel very good. And we'll get out there tomorrow. We'll catch some fish. Hopefully some German browns, some rainbows, some salmon, and we'll catch a lot of perch and crappie. So, but we're going to basically break in all my Piscifun stuff. My new ICX Carbon reel, this one, which we just spooled. Comes in a little bag. And I'm going to watch some videos on removing those magnets. I want to see how, why, things like that, and check that out. But really, really nice, and put together an ice fishing tackle box. Obviously, mule fishing will be in there, and a lot of those mule jigs will be in there. And we'll get those in there. I have some underspins I wouldn't mind throwing in there too, and just working those underspins vertically. And then some lipless, some tiny lipless. These. I've been so delayed on putting a coat on these, but that actually has that eye actually glows in the dark. But this little guy right down here, pop it down there and should work really good. I got some bright yellow ones up on the wall back there, so somewhere, yeah. So very, very cool. So thanks for tuning in. Go to the lake. Anyway, have fun, guys. You'll see me on the water tomorrow. I'll have my new setup, my new shelter. We're going to put the fish finder in there. We're going to put live view on. We're going to see those fish under the water, and we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. So tune in and see my first day ice fishing this season. So take care, everybody.